All right, so intro review of the Harbor Freight Daytona. Extra long range, low profile, long reach, 3-ton jack. This thing is an absolute brute, man. I don't know if it's quite 100 pounds. The box says it's 100 pounds to lift, but it's definitely heavier than hell. So what do we get here? Foot pump extra, so you don't have to use only the handle. You got, this was the main thing that sold me on it, the 24, that's over 2 feet of lift height. So that's pretty freaking awesome. And then the long range works good. This thing was $199, paid full price. No coupons, unfortunately, but that's all right. This time you do what you gotta do every once in a while. And you know, I really think that Harbor Freight has really stepped up their tool game in the last 2 to 3 years. So I bought another tool there the other day. And yeah, you can still get all the kind of super cheap Chinesium stuff there, but they're trying to offer that as well as just kind of improving their offerings. So pretty stoked about it. I'm gonna use this thing here in the new garage, and let's get this thing out and take a look at it. It's huge. So yeah, what I was trying to kind of get at a second ago is that there's a lot of tools that I would never buy from Harbor Freight. You know, I tell the story all the time, going all the way back to, I was borrowing a hand drill, like a 1/2-inch chucked hand drill, electric, plug into the wall from somebody, and while I was using it, the damn thing broke in half. Literally, the handle part was a separate plastic molding from the body of the motor part, and the whole thing broke apart in my hands and was just held together by the wires that were energized. So, you know, there's a lot of tools that I would not ever buy from Harbor Freight, but when it comes to floor jacks, jack stands, you know, a lot of the basic shop tools type of stuff, I really think that it's hard to beat their value, really. I mean, there's only so much that can go wrong with these things, and it's built pretty freaking heavy duty. All right, so they ship it with this little stopper right there, so watch yourself, watch your fingers when you're taking that out. There you go. I don't know, maybe we'll save that. And then inwards, it's got a lot of grease already, so you gotta line up your little driver right down there. Seems like it lined itself up pretty well. There we go. And man, I gotta tell you, yeah, I saw this thing on the showroom floor in there. They had one out on the rack, but until you get it set up on the floor, you cannot really appreciate how big it is. It's absolutely enormous. It is huge. It is huge. Look, here's my other little one that I can take back to the house now. It's a little baby Big Red. And dang, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy big. So the only thing that could make this thing not happy with it really is if the hydraulics quit working or don't work well, right? So, holy shit, dude, that is enormous. Look at that. They're also selling down there the crossbar that makes it so you can just swap it out. Just take the rubber off here, swap out that big bolt, and put the crossbar on for $54, and then you've got a big nice crossbar that you can put underneath the rear differential and put it on both sides of the axle. But man, that is gonna lift. That is gonna be very handy, very helpful. So anyway, not the most thorough review, I know, but initial impressions is it's pretty bomber, pretty badass. Hopefully it holds up. Time will tell. Thanks for watching. Check out some of the other videos. All right, so yeah, initial usage. Man, it's nice being able to reach so far underneath there. And the hydraulic pump mechanism functions flawlessly. Big hard wheel, big heavy rollers. Now it does sit extremely low. So in this particular spot here, the cracks might be a problem. But it's something to keep in mind. I don't know, you could probably change out these wheels for something a little bit higher if you wanted. There's your mechanism. This thing's pretty freaking sweet, man. Should last a long time.